Hi everyone, my name is Justine McLean. I am a business finance expert, author, speaker, financial educator, and host of the Secrets of Successful Business podcast. And I've been given the great privilege by Peace and the ladies at Mompreneurs to present this workshop to you, which is about becoming a business money magnet. And it ties in with my contribution to women making a difference with the 20 other beautiful authors that are involved, and also the release of my brand new book, Become a Business Money Magnet. So before we kick off, I just want to say that the information provided in this masterclass is general in nature, and that because I don't know your personal, financial, or other circumstances, I would encourage you to consider the information carefully and decide if it's appropriate to your circumstances before you go ahead and proceed. So, my chapter in Women Making a Difference is all about success or failure, and how a $42,000 tax debt really changed my business and my life. And so over the last 30 years, I've been doing a lot of work with both in my own businesses and with a lot of other business owners, just working out this question here: how can you become a business money magnet? Because we all want to make more money in our business. We all want to supercharge our profits and create a business where we feel like we're achieving our definition of success. And for me, it's all about putting the right strategies in place so that you can become a business money magnet. And that really starts with your story. It starts with understanding what your business story is, the money story that you might have been telling yourself as you were growing up, and the outside influences that are currently impacting what it is you do in your business and your life. And everyone has a money story. There's no question about that. My money story was very much one of lack and not really having very much when I was growing up. My mum used to always say to me things like, well, money doesn't grow on trees. And I guess I believed her. And that, if I wanted something, it wasn't as simple as just asking for it. So as I said, my money story really took a bit of a turn and changed my life forever when a $42,000 tax debt appeared very early on in my business journey. It was back in 2004, just after I'd started this toy shop with my husband, and we got this $42,000 tax debt that we had to pay. We had no money saved. We had 4 kids under 7 at the time. And it was really, at the time, a complete disaster. And if you read the chapter in the book, you'll see how I actually turned that story around so that it did change my life. But what it taught me was that your money story doesn't have to define you. And so I think as we venture into our business and as we really lean into wanting to make more money in our business and become that money magnet, it's really important for you to talk to your self, I guess, to sit down and do some journaling and some introspection about what your money story is, where it came from, because usually it's from your childhood, and how that is impacting the life and the business that you're currently working in and the life that you're leading. And hand in hand with your money story then is really your mindset. And it's incredible how the money story that sits there in the back of our minds really starts to inform our mindset. And so that's more than just how we think and feel about money, but it's how we then go about our day-to-day business, how that money story then influences the way we think and the way we feel about money. And according to Carol Dweck, you can have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, and usually it's not one or the other. You often fluctuate in between. But the one thing that all the research that I have looked into has proven is that regardless of whether you're in a fixed mindset phase or a growth mindset phase in your life and your business, the power of a positive mindset cannot be taken for granted. And a positive mindset really just means that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what's going on in your business, you're able to turn that around. So if you normally had a very fixed mindset thinking that this is just the way things are meant to be, nothing's ever going to change for me, quite often just having that positive spin on what's going on will help you turn that around to more of a growth mindset. So instead of thinking that nothing can change, thinking that maybe anything is possible, or that perhaps with a bit of education, you're able to kind of turn your money story around and change your circumstances, as an example. And so that positive attitude towards money and towards your mindset can literally be the fuel that is going to help you grow your business. And what do I mean by that? Well, I think when you have more of a positive mindset, it allows you to think about those financial tasks, those things we all dislike doing in our business, because let's be honest, there aren't too many of us who went into business to worry about the money. It's not really a sexy topic. It is while we're making it, but when we're not making it or when we're not sure what to do next, it is often something that is, keeps us up at 3 a.m. thinking about money and where is it coming from? Where is my next payday? And can add a lot of stress and angst, not only to our business, but to our life in general. So just having that very positive focus around your mindset, making that decision that that is how you're going to approach your money and the business numbers can mean that those financial tasks that you would normally find really daunting, like the end of financial year, or even sitting down to balance your bank account, or perhaps for some people watching to send out an invoice, that can be really hard. It will help you become more confident. Having that positive mindset around money and your business can also help you take calculated risks rather than being very closed off to what the possibilities are. I'm a big believer that abundance attracts abundance. So I think that when you make those smart, healthy choices with your money in your business, you've got that positive mindset to back it up, then I think things become easier to deal with. They become easier to overcome, and more of the good stuff is going to come to you. So before we kick off with the elements that will help you become a business money magnet, I just want you to take a bit of time and really think about what your money story is and how the mindset that is attached to that money story is affecting how you move forward. Now, when it comes to being a business money magnet, the first thing is awareness. It's definitely about knowing what you want and setting goals to help you get to where you want to go. I'm a big believer in success and what that looks like for you. And you'll read in my chapter in Women Making a Difference all about my journey through the different, approaches to success during my business life. But now this is a question I ask myself often, and I ask every single person I work with: what does success look like for you in this season of your life and business? Because that definition is going to inform those financial goals that you're going to set for yourself. And that's really important, to set those financial goals and to make sure that you're achieving those financial goals at all times. And the best way to do that is to definitely know what success means to you right now. And that definition is going to change for you, because as business changes, as we change, success and what it means to us is going to change. So here are some examples of some financial goals that you might want to think about in your business. But it's really important to get that success definition down on paper and then set goals that are going to help you achieve it. The next way to really become aware of what's going on in your business and to step on that journey to becoming a business money magnet is to build those strong financial foundations. So, how do you do that? It seems like a hard task, but it's not as hard as you might think. It's about getting educated. So, doing things like understanding all those rules and regulations that go into running your business, all of the taxes that you have to pay, and what you need to do to look after your staff, to become insured, and to make sure that you have got all the regulatory requirements you need in your business sorted out. It's about dotting those I's and crossing those T's. But really important to get educated when it comes to this sort of stuff, because even if you choose to outsource the money, as the business owner, the buck stops with you. So know what it is that's going to go into making up your business, know what you're liable for, and then mark dates in your diary so that you can always make sure that you are meeting your obligations and that you're paying for things and lodging things on time. The next thing to do to get those foundations nice and strong is to take a look at your business bank accounts and really get them sorted out. A lot of people think that they've got a business account that's only for business, but when they look into it, they'll find the occasional bit of shopping that they've taken out or something else that has come out of their business account. So have a look at your business account, make sure it's only for business. And my recommendation is to have 3 accounts. One that is your operating account, all the money goes into that account and all the money comes out. Another one for savings, for tax and that compliance, those regulatory and legal requirements that go into making up your business. And the third one is for a rainy day, because you never know what's around the corner. And if you can stash away some money, I think it's always worthwhile. Great peace of mind as well. Now, the business numbers tell a story, and I believe that everybody should try to be the author of their own business story. So, what's the best way for you to know the story of your business? Well, it's pretty simple. It's about looking at the profit and loss statement and really understanding it. So, your profit and loss statement is something that you'll find inside of your cloud accounting software. If you don't have that, your accountant probably has given you a profit and loss statement when they put together your taxes, or you can create one using a pretty basic spreadsheet template. But it's really just a financial report that summarizes all of your business revenue and all of your expenses for a specific period of time. You can look at your profit and loss statement weekly, monthly, fortnightly, or annually. I would say more often is better. The thing about a profit and loss statement, it is allows you to see where the business is tracking, what's going on in your business, and whether you're making any profit or not. Because, like it or not, if you don't have a business that is making profit, then you might as well be just running a hobby. And when I talk about profit, people always get confused about whether they look at gross profit or net profit. It's definitely net profit. That means all of the money that you've earned less everything that goes into running your business. So all of those ingredients and tools that allow you to deliver your product, but in addition to that, all the other expenses that go into running your business, and that includes your salary and your superannuation too. What's left over, that unencumbered money at the end that you can do whatever you want with, that's your profit, and that is the number we're looking for. And in my opinion, good business starts with good profit and cash flow, because cash is the thing in business. If you don't have cash in the bank, your business can't keep running. Nobody wants to live on credit, and you certainly don't want to be doing that in your business. So have a look at a cash flow forecast for your business. Essentially, it's just a measure of the actual cash that's coming in and the cash that's going out. And it's something that you can forecast for the future. So in other words, you can grab a cash flow template. You can get those from most business government sites. And in that template, you can put in all of that income that you're expecting to come into your business and all of those bills, those things that you're expecting to pay out. And a lot of them will be known things like rent, taxes, subscription payments. You can easily put those in. And the secret to a great cash flow forecast is to regularly update it. So when you get an actual bill or a new bill, you put it in. I look at my cash flow forecast weekly when I see how much money I've actually earned, and I update it from there. But cash flow forecast definitely going to help you build a strong business foundation. The next one is budgeting, and this is particularly a particular benefit if you have a problem with spending money. So many of us in business spend, we buy this and that, the things that we need to run the business, but we do it unconsciously. We're attracted by that bright, shiny thing over there, and we tend to perhaps buy things that we don't need. So, a budget is going to help you really take a deep dive into the cost of doing business, what it's costing you to run your business, where you're doubling up potentially, but more importantly, where you're spending too much money. So, with a budget, what you would do is you would look at how your business is running right now, and again, you would forecast ahead and you would set particular goals for what you want to earn and what you want to spend. And then you'll manipulate your dollars to fit into those goals, to achieve those budgetary goals. So if you've got a dollar figure in mind for turnover and then you review your budget and you're not quite reaching it, you can slot in a quick win or do a couple of mentor calls, find ways to up the income so that you can meet that budget. And likewise, if you have a month where you're spending a little bit too much, it's about where can I pull back because that's not going to meet my budget. Now you'll see I've got this picture on the screen here of a girl who is looking at two options for her dinner, or maybe it's her afternoon tea. Will she have a salad or will she have something sweet? And the reason that I've got those there is because for me, budgets are a little bit like diets. They're great if you want to take a deep dive into where your business is earning and spending money and really understand that. But honestly, you could do that with your profit and loss statement. Budgets often are those things that you start on a Monday, and when you fall off that budget wagon within a few weeks or a few months, you kind of walk away and leave it. So if budgets are not for you, or you only have time to do one thing, I would suggest you focus on the cash flow because that is where the magic happens. Now, the next way to become a business money magnet is to look at how you can amplify your business. And one of the best ways to do that is to price for profit every single time. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there are 1,000 different ways to do pricing, and I have seen them all over many years. But what I realized very quickly is comparing yourself to someone else, trying to just price at a level or an amount because someone else was doing it is not necessarily going to be of a benefit to your business, because the person over here that you're trying to price like, you don't know how they're running their business. You don't know what it costs them to run their business. So you're kind of comparing your business to the unknown. The other way that I've seen people look to price their business or to price their services and their products is to think about a number, something that feels good, and to price that way. There are other ways that people do it. They kind of look at what all the different people are charging and they split the difference. There's the profit first model where people will look at what they're earning and simply divide things up so that no matter what they earn, whether it's a high price or a low price, it's not really relevant. It's about the income that they receive and dividing that up into the different buckets in their business. And still another way to price might be setting an annual target for revenue and then saying, okay, if I want to achieve that $150,000 revenue target, how many services do I have to offer? How many clients do I think I can get? And then literally dividing that target by the number of clients and coming up with a price. Now, all of that works, I'm absolutely sure, but in my experience, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to price for profit every single time. So I do things a little bit differently. I look at the cost of doing business, so what it actually costs you to run your business. I take into consideration your wages, your superannuation, your savings, your taxes, and then I add a profit number. I also take into consideration how many hours you want to work every week and how many weeks of the year you want to work. And all of that goes into a magic formula to work out your pricing. But no matter how you work out your pricing, always price for profit and always add profit. Now, here's an example because often when I talk about pricing, a lot of people talk about their worth. And I'm not a big fan of worth in business. I'm more of a fan of value. And for me, value based pricing fits very nicely into my profit formula, into my pricing formula about pricing for profit. So, what do I mean by that? Okay, well, let's take the humble bottle of water. So, at the supermarket, you need a bottle of water, you'll probably pay $1 for it. At the service station or servo, as we call it here in Australia, it's a place you go get your fuel, it'll probably cost you $3. If you go to the movies, you'll likely pay $5. And at the airport, it will be even more expensive, probably around $6. Certainly, that was my experience just recently. It's the same bottle of water. The only thing that's changed its value was where it was sold, so the location. Because I am a big believer that your value is the most important thing. So if the next time you feel like you have no value or someone challenges your rate or they say something like, I don't think you're worth that, remember that your worth is what someone else thinks that your services are worth. It's the number they're prepared to pay. And that's got nothing to do with you. So when they talk about worth, it's about what they're prepared to pay. And it has nothing to do with you because your worth to someone else is about how you fit inside of their value system, inside of their money story. So when you're thinking about pricing, I want you to always be thinking about the value that you provide, that exchange that you provide for the money that you're given. And of course, the more experience you have, the better you are at doing something, the higher the value, the faster you can deliver it. But the most important thing is that you charge the correct price for it. So just have a think about that. Now, then, of course, we have all of the good money habits that we need to have in our business. And so they're things like having a regular time every week to work on the money, batching up those tasks, maybe a Money Monday or a Finance Friday. And in that session, you can focus only on the finances, do things like check your business bank accounts, reconcile your accounts, prepare and send invoices, review your expenses, lots of different things you can do. But really, it's about putting a good habit in place, like a Money Monday or a Finance Friday, to get all of those things done so that you can not only keep everything, keep on top of everything in your business, but you can also keep momentum going. And that is the last piece of the magic formula when it comes to becoming a business money magnet. So you've got the mindset sorted, you know what your definition of success is, you have got your financial goals set, you're getting educated, you've got those good foundations in place, some great habits too, and now it's about momentum because there's no such thing as a set and forget in business. And for a business to do well, for a business to keep succeeding, to be profitable, to be sustainable, it's all about continuing with momentum. And that's where the small steps that you take consistently every single day will add up to fantastically big results. So, what can you do to maintain momentum? Well, the first thing to do is each quarter or perhaps each half year, I want you to put on that consultant's hat. Sure, you can hire someone to do this work for you or in conjunction with you, and that's always a good idea to have another set of eyes on your business. But essentially, what you're doing is you're taking a helicopter view of your business. You're looking at everything from the day to day running of the business, the procedures, the systems and processes that you've got in your business, to your offers, your value ladders, how you're pricing your services, to how your staff is going, to what your future plans are, whether you want to scale and grow your business or whether you want to scale back perhaps. Maybe you want to diversify your income streams and you want to put some other things in there, but you're looking at what your business is doing now and where you want it to go next. So it's about really focusing in on all those things that go into making up your business and making sure that they're running really well. And doing this once a quarter just allows you to do a review, see how things are going, and then as you go forward, set some fantastic goals for the future of your business, ones that align with what success is about for you in this next season of your life and business, because that definition might have changed since the last time you did this review. So, as I say, it's the best way to keep momentum. You don't need to do it alone, but definitely block out that time in your calendar, half day or a full day each quarter. Put that consultant's hat on and get looking at your business from up there on the balcony. And of course, if you need to call in the experts, don't wait to call in an expert who can really help you move your business forward, whether that's a financial expert, someone who specializes in the money that can help you with the nitty gritty of the business finances so that you can become that business money magnet and really supercharge your profits, or whether it is some other sort of expert that you need in your business. And honestly, for any of you who are looking at me and thinking to yourself, well, I don't know about this money stuff, it sounds really complicated or it's really boring. Yes, I absolutely agree. It can be the unsexiest part of your business, but I promise you, when you get that sorted, everything else falls into place. I mean, I did it. So if I did it, I'm absolutely sure that you can too. So, thank you so much for listening to my presentation, How to Become a Business Money Magnet, Financial Empowerment for Business Success. Here are my details if you want to reach out, and there is a picture of my brand new book, Become a Business Money Magnet. And also, don't forget to grab a copy of Women Making a Difference, because there are some fabulous stories in the book from women all over the world about the difference that they've made in their business and also in their life and the life of others. Until next time, bye for now.